Prevention Day. Grenada bids farewell to former prison commissioner Rupert Nichols. While in regional news, Trinidad and Tobago trade with Venezuela declines sharply, while internationally, Pacific Island leaders gather in Solomon Islands to discuss climate change and security. Coming up in sports, Grenada set to play in 2 mid-October friendlies, while in the CPL, Warriors locked in must-win battle against third-place Falcons. We'll have all the details for you right after this message.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Good evening. This is GBN's News at 7. It's Wednesday, September the 10th, the official peak of the Atlantic hurricane season. But unlike most years, the tropics are strangely calm. While this quiet spell might be offering a false sense of relief, meteorologists warn that activity could soon ramp up. GBN's Christina John has more on what to expect as we move deeper into the most active months of the season.
It's the climatological peak of the Atlantic hurricane season, September 10th, typically a time when tropical storms are brewing across the Atlantic basin. According to the National Hurricane Center, the most active part of the season usually spans from mid-August through mid-October. But so far, 2025 is challenging expectations. Despite predictions for a slightly above normal hurricane season, only 6 named storms have formed, and just 1 has become a major hurricane. Vondi Cyrus is a forecaster in training at the Met Office at the Maurice Bishop International Airport.
So as for the season thus far, we've had the last tropical storm, which was Fernan in late August, right? We have had 6 named storms for the year. CSU has forecast 16 named storms for this year. So on average, every year we will basically have 14 named storms. So currently we are below average. In terms of major hurricanes, we had 1, which was Hurricane Erin. The forecast from CSU is for 8 hurricanes, and the average is 7 per year. Again, we're seeing a below average trend for hurricanes as well. So this season still has 2.5 months to go, the hurricane season that is. So it still is possible that we can get a tropical cyclone. So my advice is to the public that we do not let our guards down. So you can trim your overhanging trees, open drains, etc., and just listen to the weather news and so on for your updates, because again, we have 2.5 months left.
One major hurricane, Erin, was formed on August 11th and rapidly intensified to a powerful Category 5 storm, which, for the most part, remained offshore, generating rough surfs and dangerous rip currents for parts of the northeastern Caribbean and the U.S. East Coast. Hurricanes need just a few key ingredients to form: warm ocean waters, moist air, and favorable wind conditions. And while the tropics might be quiet now, forecasters say all the necessary elements are still in place, meaning the calm could be short-lived. With 2/3 of the hurricane season's typical activity still ahead, meteorologists are urging the public not to let their guard down. Providing an outlook for the next 3 months, Cyrus advised that individuals should practice water conservation as much as possible.
We have been having below normal rain for all of the Windward Islands, and based on the values noticed, there is little chance of extreme drying over the next 3 months. So the outlook is for below normal rain for the Windward Islands. As for the temperature, the forecast is for higher than normal daytime temperatures and nighttime temperatures until the end of the season. And we are also in the heat season, which ends in October. So given that we have the below average rain that we have recorded over the last quarter at the MBI, and then the outlook for the below average rainfall and above average temperatures, it is advisable that the public should activate their water plan, conserve as much water as possible. And what that means in terms of activating a water plan, parents can ensure that their taps are not left on while children are brushing their teeth and showering. If you're washing your car, do not leave the hose running, like little measures like that. However, there is no concern for drought for Grenada until the end of the season.
The next named storm will be called Gabrielle, and depending on conditions, it could be just around the corner. Christina John, GBN News.
Grenadians will soon be paying more for electricity. The Grenada Electricity Company, GRENLEC, has announced that electricity bills issued after August 14th will reflect an increase in the fuel adjustment clause. According to a statement on its Facebook page, the increase is attributed to two main factors: the end of a credit from 2024 fuel charges in June-July and a rise in global fuel prices due to geopolitical events. The company noted that its customers are not immune to fluctuations in global fuel costs, which are influenced by events beyond Grenada's borders. To mitigate the impact of the increase, customers are advised to adopt energy-saving measures. This is not the first time fuel charges have fluctuated. In July, GRENLEC reported a decrease in the fuel charge from 61 cents in January to 49 cents in June 2025 due to a drop in world fuel prices. After more than 3 years of waiting, a Grand Mall resident finally holds the key to true ownership of her own home. More in this Rena Pierre-Thomas report.
A Grand Mall resident is finally able to claim official ownership of her land, receiving her title deed after waiting more than 3 years for the important document. Elderly resident Margaret Hosford has completed payment for her property under the government's land program, but despite repeated calls and inquiries, she never received her official ownership document. It was only after field officers within the land tenure regulations program visited her community that her situation was finally addressed. On Tuesday, Minister for Agriculture, Lands and Forestry, Honorable Lennox Andrew, personally handed over the deed to Ms. Hosford, congratulating her on the achievement.
As you can see, the whole ministry is here to be with you this morning to deliver to you your deed, your title deed, and the plan for this piece of land that you would have bought so many years now, and you waited long enough to receive that deed to say that this piece of rock is now legally yours. And I know you've been waiting for this a very, very long time. And of course, with that title deed, you can use it to take good care of your health if you wish. You can use it to go to the bank, go to the credit union and get a certain amount of money, yes, to do whatever you want to do and to improve your health, to improve your situation.
Visibly emotional, Ms. Hosford expressed heartfelt gratitude to everyone involved in helping her secure her title deed after years of uncertainty.
So happy. I want to say thanks you all for helping me out with this the deed. I want to also thank Miss Emmons and Mr. James. Mr. James, always bugging him, always calling him, and he was very patient with me. And I want to say thanks to all of you that are here for helping me. Thank you, brother. Mr. Minister, I thank you for coming.
The Land Tenure Regularization Program, launched in May 2024, continues to make progress in modernizing land administration and securing land rights across Grenada. On Wednesday, another 47 persons from across the island received their deeds during a handover ceremony in St. Andrew. A similar event is planned for Carriacou and Petite Martinique before the end of October 2025. Rena Pierre-Thomas, GBN News.
Grenada has paid tribute to its former Commissioner of Prisons, Stephen Andrew Rupert Neckles, who was laid to rest on Wednesday, September the 10th. Born on April 12, 1971, Neckles began his career in the prison service in 1988 as a junior officer and rose through the ranks to become Commissioner of Prisons.
Grenada has bid its final farewell to Stephen Andrew Rupert Nichols, former commissioner of His Majesty's Prison, who was laid to rest on Wednesday, September 10th. Born on April 12, 1971, and passed away on August 5, 2025, Commissioner Nichols was remembered by family, friends, and former colleagues as a man of discipline, integrity, and unwavering dedication to public service. Originally from Post Royal St. Andrew, Nichols began his service in 1988 as a junior prison officer. Through hard work and commitment, he rose through every rank: corporal, sergeant, inspector, assistant superintendent, chief officer, assistant commissioner, and ultimately commissioner of prisons. He was admired for his punctuality, devotion to duty, and passion for his work, qualities that earned him opportunities for international training in South America, Barbados, the United States, and Switzerland. Acting Commissioner of Police Anthony Roger paid tribute to Nichols' more than 30 years of service and commitment.
He later acted as Superintendent Vice Mr. Derek John and was confirmed in the post on November 1st, 2017. His ascent to leadership was not without challenge, yet he remained steadfast, working collaboratively with all commissioners to ensure that the prison's integrity and welfare remain paramount. Known for his patience, zero tolerance for discipline, Sir Nichols was a true disciplinarian who upheld the rules with unwavering conviction. He often reminded others, let the rules be your Bible.
Junior prison officer Christian Courtney also reflected on the kind of senior officer Nichols was, highlighting the impact he had on those he led.
Nichols was, he had different parts in him where when he comes to work, he's very strict. When he comes to his normal life, he's relaxed, he's fun, he loves his cricket also. Me and Mr. Nichols will have a drink now, Sunday, and next day I have to be up, straight up. So he's that individual.
Commissioner Nichols served with distinction, leaving behind a legacy of leadership, fairness, and professionalism. He will be remembered as a man who rose from humble beginnings to hold one of the nation's highest offices with honor, dedication, and pride, an enduring inspiration to his family, colleagues, and the nation he served. Rena Pierre Thomas, GBN News.
This is news at 7. Coming up, Grenada records 60 suicide deaths in 10 years as it observes World Suicide Prevention Day. Stay with us.
Do you have multiple loan payments? Is your debt weighing you down? Ariza has the solution. Simplify your loan with Ariza's Simplify Loan promotion. Now you can combine all your payments into one easy, manageable loan. Enjoy lower interest rates, flexible repayment terms, and more cash in hand for what truly matters. Less stress, more freedom. Live comfortably while reaching your financial goals. Ariza helps you simplify your life because you deserve financial freedom. Apply now. Visit any Ariza branch or WhatsApp us at 423-4987.
Hey, Lynn.
Hey, neighbor.
Here's the bill I asked you to pay for me.
How did you get your electricity bill to be so low?
For one, we size our transformers just for what we need. And we unplug transformers, chargers, and other devices when they're not in use. We also replaced our light bulbs with LEDs.
They burn less energy, right?
Much less. I even replaced the seal on my refrigerator door to keep the cold air in.
And Grenlec is always advising us not to open the fridge too often.
That's right. And my family washes and irons in bulk.
So while Grenada can't control fuel prices, I can conserve energy and save money.
Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
Our world is filled with rhythm. Rhythm that's unapologetic, infectious, timeless. Rhythm is commitment in action. It's how we show up for each other with unrelenting support that goes the distance. Rhythm lives in the tiny beats of our most intimate moments and the seismic roars of our biggest achievements. Rhythm Rhythm is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the rhythm back. At Flow, we understand your rhythm because we live it. That's why we're dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You're at the heart of everything we do, and our commitment is to keep your rhythm flowing, no matter what.
Climate change is real. Storms are getting stronger, and droughts are lasting longer. Are you prepared for what's ahead? At Grenada Cooperative Bank Limited, we want to help you protect your investments. Build for the future with a BFF loan. Make climate-smart upgrades and strengthen your home to withstand nature's unpredictability. Get 100% financing to build or purchase a home or make additions to your existing structure. Enjoy discounts on related loan fees and special benefits when you choose climate-resilient solutions. We are also offering financing of up to $50,000 unsecured for your home upgrades. Invest in renewable energy, energy-efficient appliances, water storage, and so much more. The time is now to ensure your investments can withstand climate change. Invest in your home, protect your family, and secure your future with a BFF loan. You have a BFF in Co-op Bank. Visit our website for more details. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome home.
It's a beautiful day at the Oval. And opening the bowling from the Palm Grove end is Sean Bishop. And here he comes charging in. Right arm over the wicket. Powell takes a huge swing. Richardson is under it. Whoa! That was a spectacular catch. Big things ahead for this new crop of youngsters. The future is bright.
Distributed by Echo Blue Limited. Visit us on the Lansopine Main Road or call 405-4818.
Home is easy, easy with Republic Bank.
Are you dreaming of owning your own home? With Republic Bank's Home Easy Loan, you're one step closer to making that dream a reality. With competitive rates, reduced fees, and up to 100% financing, Republic Bank makes owning your home simple and stress-free. Start your journey to independence, empowerment, and the joy of home ownership today.
Republic Bank, we're bringing home to you. Home easy. It's not just a mortgage, it's peace of mind.
Terms and conditions apply.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Live free, with our buds, you can live free.
Spend $50 or more for a chance to win. Free fuel, free drinks, cash prizes, free property and vehicle insurance, free Hub TV, free electricity, free Coke, free Dasani, free cooking gas, free paint supplies, free Dutch Lady Milk, free passes to Sunshine Promotions events for 2025. 2-night stay at Sanders Grenada, free groceries, all for 1 whole year. And every winner receives a free lunch package. But that's not all. Drive away in a slick new GSE GS3 M Zoom.
Shop on you could live free if you want to live free.
This promotion is brought to you in part by Dutch Lady, Danny, Promo, Supreme Bleach, Creative Chef, Redneck, Flow, Salt Petroleum, Grenada General Insurance Company Limited, Coca-Cola, Sunshine Promotion, Carib Brewery, Co-op Bank, Answer Coatings, GSE Motors, Sanders Grenada, and Food Fair. Promotion runs from April 7 to December 24. Terms and conditions apply.
Live free. Live free.
Saketan Palelot.
Breaking news! 4
For a limited time only, grease your pockets with as much as 10 times your Playway with Multi-X winnings. Imagine betting $10 on Playway, adding Multi-X for the same value, and winning 10 times your prize. That's $2,400 for the small value of $20. You can't go wrong. Only in September 2025. You can win not 3 times, 5 times, or 7 times, but 10 times your winnings. Be sure to bet more on Playway. Add Multi-X and make it a September to remember. Monday to Saturday, 4 times a day. Available in stores and online. Who here? I go tell the others. NLA, making your dreams come true.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Dreaming of a summer vacation? We can make it happen. Need a credit card for summer spending? We can make that happen too. Need a loan for carnival, debt consolidation, education expenses, and more? We've got you covered with a Republic Bank Make It Happen loan. Up to 100% financing, competitive rates, and a chance to win great prizes. Live your best life this summer with financing from Republic Bank. Check out republicgrenada.com or visit us today to get your summer started right with a Make It Happen loan.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Welcome back. The absence of a suicide hotline in Grenada is one of the critical gaps highlighted during Monday's edition of Beyond the Headlines, as the country observes World Suicide Prevention Day on September 10th. This year's observance will be held under the theme Changing the Narrative on Suicide. Director of Mental Health and Substance Abuse, Josh Hector, said a hotline is essential since in many cases a single call or message can save a life.
The truth is, a hotline is something that we do have to set up, but this brand new ministry, we have so much going on already. We do not yet have a hotline, but we would be pleased when we can finally say to the public, call or send a WhatsApp message to this number or to these numbers, because that is critical. Because we know that all it takes at that moment is a distraction, is a message or a call or a conversation that would cause a person to deviate from the destructive path that they're on.
Hector added that the human body naturally fights to survive, reminding individuals that even in their darkest moments, there is an instinct to live. Head of Student Support Services, Pearson Stroud, urged families and communities to recognize the lasting scars suicide leaves behind. Stroud also encouraged those struggling to seek help.
We are not just affecting ourselves, and there are family members that we are leaving behind. Sometimes we leave children, sometimes we leave hurting parents. The truth is that no suicide has happened without leaving scars behind. And so anybody who is out there and may be contemplating, please remember that your actions, if you go that way, has implications, not just for yourself, but for people within your life, people you may not even know care about you. So like we would have said earlier on, you are not the only person hurting in the way that you are hurting. There are persons who are just like you. Seek help, ask for help. It's a sign of strength, not a sign of weakness. And we will do our best to see how we can help each other.
Grenada's digital marketing sector is looking to expand its reach into Africa, with a local firm attending the IATF to explore new opportunities. Sherry-Ann Blackman-Stephen will report.
Corey Zuveld, founder of Digital Growth Inc., a digital marketing group in Grenada, is also present at the IATF, where he has been discussing the opportunities for cooperation in the digital marketing and artificial intelligence space. Zuveld pointed to the recently concluded Afro-Caribbean Trade and Investment Forum in Grenada in July, which resulted in a new joint venture in Nigeria and potential partnerships across Africa, and propelled his interest in the IATF.
Coming off the event in Grenada, we would
would have made a lot of connections to different people in Africa. Because we're in the digital marketing and AI space, we're able to export these services. Right? We're currently exporting services regionally right now and into North America. However, from that event, we were able to make a number of connections. So we are setting up joint ventures in Nigeria right now to start exporting from Grenada our solutions into Nigeria. And because of that, I decided to come over here to continue to expand our business into not just Nigeria, but looking for other partnerships across the African continent.
He describes some of the challenges connecting Grenadian companies with Africa.
So, I mean, the language barrier has been one. So having to use translation devices and actual translators in certain instances for meetings. However, we have been starting to use technology to try and overcome that. I would say that's been probably one of the bigger challenges so far. But from a business standpoint, there haven't been any real challenges.
Zufeld emphasized the untapped potential in Africa, noting the need for seamless legislative frameworks and visa-free entry to facilitate business. He recognized some of the opportunities for Grenada and the wider Caribbean at the IOTF.
Well, what I've seen is that from agro-processing standpoint, so I think that is an area that I've noticed that there's quite a bit of here, a lot of people in the agriculture sector. So anybody that's developing local products that is ready for export, I think there's opportunities specifically in that sector. I've seen quite a bit of outside of the space that I'm in that they may want to pursue to get their products over into Africa. I think anybody that has physical products that are looking to export, I think looking to Africa is probably a good place for them, because traditionally we just think export to the U.S., right, or regionally. But Africa is such a large place, you just need a very, very small amount to actually do very well over there.
Cherry and Blackburn Stephen, GBN News.
Tonight we shine the spotlight on the recently appointed chairman of NWASA, the state-owned water and sewage company. It's time for your GBN ISAW.
A good eye captures all. GBN ISAW is brought to you by ClearVision.
Oh, I got my glasses from ClearVision Eye Center.
I got my glasses at ClearVision Eye Center.
ClearVision Eye Center.
ClearVision Eye Center.
Mr. Kenrick St. Louis, the new general manager of the National Water and Sewage Authority, NWASA. Mr. Philip Alexander, chairman of the NWASA Board of Directors, officially welcomed Mr. St. Louis and expressed confidence in his leadership. The board has also pledged its support as Mr. St. Louis begins his new role with a shared goal of enhancing NWASA's services and ensuring the delivery of safe, reliable water to all. Mr. Alexander also recognized the contributions of outgoing acting general manager Ms. Denise Burris, who led the authority for 5 months. Share your photos and videos with us via WhatsApp at 405-3052 or on our other social media platforms.
Launches online portal for pensioners' life verification. More news to come. Stay with us.
Ladies and gents, it's time for
Bingo!
So on Sunday, October 5th, we all will be heading to the National Cricket Stadium from 5 p.m. for the massive Box the Money $100,000 in cash bingo. 20 adrenaline pumping bingo $100,000 cash in a box, and you decide your winnings. This is pure fun, pure vibes, pure excitement, and pure winnings. Tickets are $60 for one, $100 for two. And remember, free buses available island-wide. No excuses, just excitement. Don't you dare miss this one, because when you draw from the box, your fortune could explode.
Welcome to Caracou, small in size, rich in spirit. As you step off the boat, you're greeted by smiling faces and warm island vibes. Your adventure begins here. Need a cozy place to stay? The Mermaid Beach Hotel has been a favorite for years. Waterfront views, clean comfort, and located in the town. In Bogles, the Roundhouse Cottages offers rustic charm with a touch of elegance. A peaceful hideaway surrounded by nature. Prefer something private? Dong Island Villas gives you space, sea breeze, and a home away from home feel. Wake up to the sound of waves and views that stretch for miles. We're ready to welcome you. When are you coming?
But when you need someone to help you to your feet, I'll be that beacon to your highest peak. Oh, I'll be right next to you, no, I will never leave. Come on, take my hands, we got everything we need. Cause you can look to me, yes, I can. Whenever you're in need, yes, just call on me and I'll be on my way. I'll be by your side, never to divide. The light that shines our way. Wherever you ride me, we'll make your dreams come true. Next side, next side, next side, next to you.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
Quartz presents the Home Event 2025, happening now at Quartz stores nationwide. It's the perfect time to refresh your home. Come explore new arrivals, bestsellers, and deals you can't resist. Discover the widest range of stylish furniture, cutting-edge TVs, audio systems, and appliances that are smart and energy efficient, all backed by the Quartz low price guarantee. Our experts will help you choose what you need for your home. Shop with Quartz Ready Finance and get more. Don't miss the Quartz Home Event 2025. Quartz, bringing value home.
A whole new level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
Claim your keys, open the door to more than you imagined before. New home, fresh start, make moves and play it smart. Expand, invest or renew. ACB's right there with you. With ACB Home Advantage Mortgages, you get up to 100% financing, reduced fees, and a $100,000 unsecured credit card. Claim your keys, open the door to more than you imagined before with ACB.
Terms and conditions apply.
Hi, I want $10 on Playway, $20 backup on Pick 3, and cash for each, please. Okay, are you adding Multi-X to your bet? Yes, Multi-X, all of them. Smart. Best value bet. Backup and Multi-X, you cannot go wrong. Don't matter the bet, Multi-X all of the daily games.
With Multi-X added, your winnings can be multiplied 3 times, 5 times, even 7 times. So make it a rule. Add Multi-X to all your playway, daily pick 3, and daily cash for bets every day and for every drop, and watch your money grow. Available at stores and online.
You heard it here. Multiply your winnings daily. Must be 18 or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Our world is filled with rhythm. Rhythm that's unapologetic, infectious, timeless. Rhythm is commitment in action. It's how we show up for each other with unrelenting support that goes the distance. Rhythm lives in the tiny beats of our most intimate moments and the seismic roars of our biggest achievements. Rhythm is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the rhythm back. At Flow, we understand your rhythm because we live it. That's why we're dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You're at the heart of everything we do, and our commitment is to keep your rhythm flowing, no matter what.
From paper to portal, Grenada's pensioners now have a faster, easier way to complete their life verification. More in this report from Rena Pierre-Thomas.
Pensioners in Grenada can now verify their proof of life with just a click, thanks to the launch of a new online portal. This system eliminates the need for pensioners to pick up and drop off forms, while also making the verification process easier for officers within the Accountant General Division. Anthony David Hopkin, Deputy Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Finance, says the portal is a closer step towards modernizing the delivery of public financial services.
This initiative forms part of the broader strategy under the government's digital transformation agenda, which seeks to modernize public sector operations through the integration of digital technologies. Specifically, it involves the digitization of the administration of pension matters, transforming what was once a manual, paper-based process into a more efficient, transparent, and citizen-oriented system. The launch of the Pension Life Certificate portal represents a significant and meaningful shift in how we serve our pensioners. Individuals who have devoted their careers to public service and who deserve a system that is responsive, secure, and easy to navigate.
Hopkin also highlighted some of the key benefits of the Life Verification portal.
And its timely processing, meaning that it ensures that the pension payments are not delayed. And I'm sure pensioners will be happy about that. Enhanced data security, protecting sensitive information about pensioners, both personal and financial. Improve accessibility, particularly for those who live in remote or rural areas and those overseas. Greater transparency, allowing pensioners to track the status of their submissions.
Minister for Finance Dennis Cornwall, who delivered the feature address at the launch, said the government remains committed to introduce more paperless solution in the public sector.
This initiative is not only a practical solution, but also a statement of Grenada's commitment to global standard while including the living up of its commitment of climate smart and green governance initiative. By digitalizing the process and reducing paper-based requirement, we are aligning ourselves with the international best practices in a sustainable, efficient, and technological innovation.
The minister says the online portal is part of a broader vision to improve efficiency, reduce delays, and make government services more accessible to the people they serve. Rena Pierre-Thomas, GBN News.
As of September 6, 2025, the U.S. embassies in Jamaica and Trinidad and Tobago have stopped issuing non-immigrant visas to citizens of Grenada and other OECS countries. The move comes as part of a new Department of State advisory, which states that nationals from countries where the U.S. is not conducting routine non-immigrant visa operations must apply at their designated embassy or consulate, unless they reside elsewhere. Previously, some Grenadians received U.S. non-immigrant visas through the embassies in Jamaica and Trinidad and Tobago, but most obtained their visas from the U.S. Embassy in Barbados, which handles applications for all OECS and Barbadian nationals. Stay with us. Sports and international news is right after the break.
Mobility, a common theme woven into the very fabric of human history. From ancient wanderers to modern explorers, our instinct to move, to seek something greater, and to grow has always driven us forward. Imagine a journey into pathways of boundless opportunities and endless possibilities. A collective future where the vibrant rhythms of the Caribbean, rich culture, and welcoming community create unforgettable experiences. Beyond citizenship by investment, we believe in our collective investment of time, resources, and energy that fosters innovation, creates jobs, and enriches lives, driving the growth of an entire nation. The Investment Migration Agency Grenada boasts over a decade of exceptional service and remains committed to guiding you toward global mobility and economic freedom through investment. Your journey becomes our shared story of progress and prosperity. This is an invitation to be part of something greater, something enduring. Begin your journey at imagrenada.gd. IMA Grenada. Unlock the possibilities.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grand Anse, Victoria Street, Grenville, and Central Deputy Street, Wharf. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
What if you had a choice? A choice of joining a line or a choice of making your purchases online? What would you choose? While you ponder on that, the National Lotteries Authority has provided another purchasing option. All their games are now available online. Yes, Grenadians, from wherever you are, purchase your favorite daily and jackpot type games using any electronic device. Register on the NLA's website at www.nla.gd. Top up your account and enjoy online lottery gaming at your convenience. We're taking shopping comfort up, up, up several notches, but the choice is yours. Join a line or buy online. NLA, make your dreams come true.
Good evening, sports fans. Local football fans have been promised a very busy mid-October. This after the Grenada Football Association confirmed 2 major international friendlies for the senior men's national team. On Wednesday, October 8th, Grenada will face the British Virgin Islands, followed by a showdown with Cuba on Saturday, October the 11th. The matches are expected to play a key role in the team's development, tactical fine-tuning, and overall preparation for upcoming CONCACAF competitions. GFA General Secretary Carl Lee says the games are crucial, noting that they provide invaluable experience, give the coaching staff a chance to test tactics, and allow for better player assessment ahead of future tournaments. Guyana's Amazon Warriors enter tonight's match against the Antigua and Barbuda Falcons in a must-win situation, with time and games slipping away as they seek to solidify their place amongst the finalists this year. Sitting in fourth place with 8 points, an outright win tonight could send the Guyana National Stadium Providence into a frenzy, as their beloved team could shoot up the points table and cement a place in the final spots, which are currently being sought after by the other informed franchises. The Falcons won their last game, which adds to their momentum against the Warriors, who, by virtue of their loss in the last game, have shown that they can be beaten at home. With the race for the final slots heating up, much can be expected from tonight's battle, as the Warriors are in dire need of a win should they remain in the hunt, while the Falcons' third-place position could also be up for grabs, as the two teams find themselves separated by a mere point. Jonathan Van Lang and Adian Rasha shared an unbroken partnership of 28 for the 9th wicket as the West Indies under-19s held on to earn an important 2-wicket win over Sri Lanka under-19s in the fifth youth one-day international in Antigua yesterday. Chasing the visitors' total of 172 in 48 overs at the Sir Vivian Richards Stadium, West Indies slid to 145 for 8 before Van Lang, who scored an unbeaten 24, and Rasha, who made 17 not out, steadied the ship and carried them to 173 for 8 in 47.4 overs. It gave the West Indies a crucial 3-2 lead over Sri Lanka in their best-of-7 series, needing just one more to clinch the entire thing. But once Vigneswaran Akash struck to break the partnerships by bowling Fontaine for 48 and having Greenwich caught and bowled for 40 in the space of 3 overs, the West Indies lost 7 wickets for 41 runs, with Akash responsible for 4 of the wickets to fall. However, with Sri Lanka in the ascendancy, Van Lang and Rasha came together to take the Windies to their second successive win. The 6th Youth ODI will take place on Friday. And that's what's been happening in sports. And now for a look at what's been happening around the region and the wider globe today. Trade between Trinidad and Tobago and Venezuela has dropped by over 56% in the last 8 years. In the past, Trinidad and Tobago's exports to Venezuela exceeded $21 million US, but current figures show a significant decline.
8 years ago, exports from Trinidad and Tobago to Venezuela were over $21 million US, but this has plunged by more than 56%, according to the United Nations Commodity Trade Statistics database. And with tensions rising between Venezuela and the United States, fewer Venezuelan passenger ferries are docking in Cedros.
Based on information that we haven't seen the ferry come in for probably the last week or so. Information is that a lot of travel restrictions are being placed on down at the Venezuelan end for the ferry to come up, bring up passengers on, and also carry down passengers back. So I think the customs and immigration has indicated at certain times that they have not get the notification that any vessels will be coming into export over the past week.
At King's Wharf in San Fernando, where Venezuelan cargo boats usually dock, only one Venezuelan boat was anchored in the Gulf, waiting to offload lumber. A source at Customs and Excise told CNC3 News only 2 vessels dock monthly, bringing in wood products and articles of clothing from Venezuela. It's a sharp fall from the days when several vessels arrived weekly, laden with pottery, clothing, plastic goods and lumber. And fishermen say while many Venezuelans have returned home, despite the high cost of living, they too have resumed fishing.
It's a normal work, yes, everybody working normal, yes, but people talk about the Venezuela, it had nothing with that. Everybody working normal, Venezuela, them war in the war, you know, and we normal, right?
At King's Wharf, fishermen say they continue to operate in the shallow waters of the Gulf.
Yeah, let's go fast sometime, but not all the time. But the thing is, right, anywhere you go, right now, the tension right there. I mean, that thing outside there, you gotta be scared, right? So it doesn't matter how far you go. You understand what I mean? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it doesn't matter where you go. You're always fighting anything, you hear anything, you'll be comfortable like before then.
CNC3 News reached out to Trade, Investment and Tourism Minister Kama Maharaj to comment on the decline in trade, and we are awaiting his response. Radhika D. Silva, CNC3 News.
The Pacific Islands Forum has begun in the Solomon Islands with the signing of a treaty aimed at providing faster access to funds for islands vulnerable to climate disasters. The meeting also discusses growing security concerns and regional influence, with Australia seeking to expand its presence in the region.
Touching down at the Solomons' only international airport built with Australia's help, a symbol of a relationship they have come to defend. A traditional welcome at an event underscored by a growing tussle for power in the Pacific.
In a time of strategic competition in our region, Australia's engagement in the Pacific Island Forum matters more than ever.
Who's left out of the forum just as telling as who's in, with partners the US, China and Taiwan not invited to attend, some say because of pressure from Beijing.
There's really no personal interest for Solomon Islands in doing that. That can only be read as accommodating China's preference.
China and Australia, a US ally, are vying to be the Pacific nation's partner of choice, each spending hundreds of millions of dollars on infrastructure, Australia millions more on climate change policies. Australia is now also pursuing a new security treaty with Fiji as China reinforces its presence.
And it's pushing into the Pacific Islands region in a way that it hadn't done before. The region hasn't been strategically contested like this since World War II.
Some Pacific Islands have been steadfast in their support for Israel. At the UN in June, a Gaza ceasefire passed with just 12 member states voting against, 7 of them Pacific nations. While their stance sits at odds with Australia, climate change is the priority for Pacific states, described as the greatest threat to their survival. Australia's bid to co-host a climate summit, a new disaster aid treaty, and an initiative to create stability in the region under the so-called Blue Pacific Ocean of Peace, all examples of that focus. And it's a way to curtail Beijing's expanding influence, one aimed at pushing back against the dominance of the US and Australia.
Australia's bid to lead in the Pacific goes beyond maintaining neighbourly ties. Instability in the region reverberates here, with security, border control and trade on the line. Without bigger powers like China in attendance, the Australian Prime Minister will be working hard to tip the balance in his favour.
On the map, these islands may look small. In global politics, they carry a significance far larger than their shorelines. Danielle Robertson, Al Jazeera, Sydney.
And now for a recap of the night's top headlines. Atlantic hurricane season peaks with unusually calm tropics. Grenada records 60 suicide deaths in 10 years as it observes World Suicide Prevention Day. Grenada bids farewell to former prison commissioner Rupert Neckles. While in regional news, Trinidad and Tobago trade with Venezuela declines sharply. Internationally, Pacific Island leaders gather in Solomon Islands to discuss climate change and security. And in sports, Grenada set to play in 2 mid-October friendlies, while in the CPL, Warriors locked in must-win battle against third-place Falcons. If you missed any part of this newscast, there'll be a rebroadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Visit our website at www.gbn.gd for more news stories, or like us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/GBN News and Radio. I'm Stasia Blake, and that's the news. Thank you for choosing us tonight. We hope to see you again tomorrow.
This isn't just rum.